Good afternoon and welcome to Seekonk High School for this afternoon's 13 and over session. Test. There we go. Working on my audio levels and all those good things. I tend to talk a little loud, so my partner, Elisa Pelchat, has a headset on as well, and she got blown away when I said good morning or good afternoon. Once again, alongside Elisa Pelchat, she'll be taking care of all the technology for us this afternoon. I am Jeremy Brew here for the 13 and over session. Once again, coming to you from the Mayor's Natatorium here at Seekonk High School. This is a Gators hosted meet. We are also joined by Crimson and Executive Swim Club. So we welcome all of the Executive Swim Club and Crimson families, friends, parents, grandparents, nieces, nephews, all of the above. The parent timers have entered the building, so I will acknowledge as many of them as I can. Fiona Kraft, Andrew Hughes, Diane Kavick, Kristen Cartwright, Jeff Smith, Greg LaRoche, Mike Parent, Kathleen Hughes, Kim Kornacki. There's a few parent volunteers I'm not familiar with. We have our officials in the building. Melissa Lombardi, Abby Marino leading the way, Jason Eady. We have the rookie John Kiang in his cute little white shirt and white sneakers lined up, ready to go. John is a parent of Allie and Carolina Kiang. He's making his official debut this weekend. So thank you to John. Sandra Smith out there checking in. BB Kavick, Nick Kavick's grandfather, hello. Hope you are well. As you see, the pool is empty. We're just about ready to get started. Of course, frigid outside, very warm inside. About probably 80, 81 degrees in here. 75 to 81, somewhere in that vicinity. We know it's about 15 to 20 degrees outside, so cold day. Hopefully you're not watching this from the parking lot and you're actually home or somewhere comfortable. We're not getting done today until, let's say, 6 o'clock. So the last event is scheduled to start at around 5:30. And it's a 500. So, all right, we're getting ready to get the ball moving here. Heat 1. So Elisa Bennett in lane 2, Emily Flagg in lane 3, Dewani Nair in lane 4. That's how we started off here. It is Bennett leading the way. This is event 65, the girls 13 and over 200-yard freestyle. So Elisa Bennett jumps out in front very early. 14-year-old from Crimson comes in with no time. The only person entering this event with the time is Emily Flagg from Crimson, 13-year-old. 2:36.55 for Emily. So we're off and running here. Frigid day again. We're happy to have the opportunity to race here. Happy to be at Seekonk High School. It's been the COVID Invitational, I guess you could call this meet. COVID is obviously running through everywhere, every place. So I know there were, quite a few scratches this morning from children that were unable to make it. I'm sure there was a few for this afternoon as well. I have been fortunately lucky to avoid it thus far. I don't know how. Maybe it's because I don't leave my house. As my partner nods in affirmation as we watch Elisa Bennett finish up here. Impressive start to the day for Bennett. Bennett finishes in a 2:11.66. So if you haven't noticed, we have some new on-screen graphics for you. These are the overlays that the broadcast teams from NBC uses for their coverage of swimming. And this is the actual exact package, soft touch there we go. The exact package that NBC used for the 2020 Olympics. Once the first person touches, just stay. Yeah. So we'll move on to heat number 2. I don't know why we didn't get graphics for Bennett but here's the lineup for heat 2. You can let me know what you think about the graphics. Hopefully you like it. Abby Flagg in lane 1. Abby Flagg in 2. Sophia Barnes in 3. Phoebe Burke in 4. Samara Ghali in lane 5. So what we will be able to do for you here is on the bottom right, you'll see the running clock. It will tell you the event. It will tell you how far they have swam in the event. In the top left-hand corner, so keep an eye on the top left-hand corner right here at the turn. So it will show the leader and then how far behind the other swimmers are. So Flagg's in the lead. Barnes is 3/10 behind. Burke, a little over a second. Ghali, 1.5 seconds. So we've upgraded our graphics package here. We're always trying to make this broadcast the best it can be. So hopefully you all will like that. Getting some comments here. Please feel free to chime in on the comments if you like it, if you don't like it. So again, you'll watch those splits in the top left-hand corner. Barnes in the lead. Flagg a second behind. Burke 2.18 behind. Ghali 2.78 behind. They'll also tell you at each time of the turn, they'll show you how far they are in the meet or in the race. So that was the 100-yard mark. We're at 150 right now, and then they will be coming in for the finish. So it's definitely an upgrade over what we had, which was nothing. And it made it very difficult. Here we go. You'll see they are now at the 150-yard mark. You can see that on the bottom right above the clock. So that'll stay on for like 5 or 6 seconds or so and then disappear. So we've definitely upgraded. I've upgraded the broadcast with some fancy graphics. It's only going to get better as they make the turn here. Barnes and Flagg, stroke for stroke at the finish. It looks like it's Flagg who comes in and takes the lead, and it is. So Flagg takes first, Barnes second, Burke third. It also reduces the need for me to yell out the time every single race because now you can see it on the screen. Heat 3 in the water. I see I got some Leandro Balon and Teddy's son. Teddy, friend of the program. For those of you who tuned in to seniors, I interviewed Teddy from the Amherst Tritons during seniors. Had a great performance at the senior championships a few weeks back at Brown University. Have his teammate and friend, Leo Balin, in the house as well. And we're underway here in heat number 3. So top time coming in belongs to Mary Wallace from Crimson, 2:21.33. Wallace is in lane 3, but right now it's Julia Malnar from Executive Swim Club in the lead and out in front here. Should be an exciting afternoon. Should be an exciting afternoon of swimming here at the high school. As you see, Malnar remains in the lead. Second over Lane, Kavanagh in third, 2.5 seconds behind. It was a good session this morning. One of the interesting things, I don't know if you all know the background, and I think many of you do. So originally, today was supposed to be 2 trials and finals meets. So the 12 and unders were going to be here at Seekonk for 12 and under trials and finals. And at WPI in the afternoon, Gators was participating in I believe, Crimson-hosted meet at WPI 13 and over trials and finals. Well, about 2.5 weeks ago, WPI canceled all outside pool rentals for any outside groups. So that left our 13 and overs without a trials finals meet. Many of them are trying to hit age group cuts, NCSA cuts, all different cuts. So couldn't find another meet to go in. So Ray was fortunate enough to be able to change this into a regular format style meet. Good finish here at the end, and it looks like it was lane 4. It was. Izzy Alonso takes it 2:18.16. Malnar second. Lane takes third. So this meet was made into a regular standard format meet, so the 13-year-olds could swim in the afternoon, the 12 and unders in the morning, and here we are. So glad to be here once again. Appreciate everybody from Seekonk High School helping to make this happen. This is heat 4 of 10. Top time coming in belongs to Olivia Landers from Crimson. She's in lane 3, 2:16.52. After the 50, it's Gauscher leading the way, followed by Rogers and Landers. So pretty tight here, half a second separating your top 3 swimmers. Emmy Gauscher continues to lead the way in lane 4. Once again, though, it's pretty close. Top 4 swimmers are within 1.5 seconds of each other. Callie Parent occupying the 4th place spot right now. She's only a little under 1.5 seconds out of first. So fairly close with our top 4 swimmers. Emmy Gauscher, the 13-year-old from Executive Swim Club, continues to lead the way in lane 4. Here comes Landers in 3, Parent in lane 2. So Parent has moved up and leapfrogged Hunter Dubois into 3rd. So Gauscher, Landers, Parent, 1, 2, 3 in that order. Coming into our final 25. So it looks like Gauscher has got first locked up. Here comes Parent in lane 2. She's given Landers a run. Gauscher will take it. So Gauscher takes first. It is Callie Parent who moved up into 2nd. Landers 3rd. Hunter Dubois 4th. Rogers 5th. Zhu in 6th. So we'll move on to heat number 5. Taylor ONeill in lane 1, Jillian Blasi in 2, Ashley Van Korbosch in 3, Gabrielle McDonough in 4, Kate Arkin in 5, Lily Jonkis in 6. So we got an exciting day. Obviously, the swim is one of the most exciting things, but we have our New England Patriots traveling to Buffalo tonight for the wild card matchup. I believe it's 8:15 or 8:25 tonight to take on the Bills. It's supposed to be, I think, 5 to 6 degrees at at kickoff, wind chill is supposed to be in the negatives. So I don't know, folks. I'm a diehard Patriots fan, but not really sure about tonight. I hope they're able to pull it out. Not really sure. As our youngest swimmer in this heat, Ashley Van Korbosh, was leading the way. Here comes Taylor ONeill now in lane 1. So ONeill has moved into first. Van Korbosh second. Jonkis third. ONeill and Van Korbosh very close. Under a second apart. ONeill in lane 1, Van Korbosh in lane 3. Pat's Nation, Teddy Sun, that's right. Well, we hope so. We hope so tonight. So again, I'm hearing some feedback on the graphics, and it's all been good. Please, it's always good to see this stuff verbalized on the screen. Let us know how you like the graphics. Let us know if there's anything else you'd like to see. I mean, we've really, there's two things that we haven't been able to do with the broadcast. And I'm going to let Taylor ONeill finish her race right here because she's had a fantastic race. Swimming out of lane 1, it will be Taylor ONeill from Crimson who takes it. 2:11.61. Van Korbosh goes 2:12.58. Jonkis takes third, 2:16.15. We'll move into heat number 6. So heat 6 in the water, your top qualifier or your top time coming in is Caroline Blakesley, 15-year-old from Crimson. She's in lane 3, 2:07.43. Emma Ferreira, her Crimson teammate, 2:07.77 in lane 2. So lanes 2 and 3 are top times coming in. The two things that we don't have are underwater cameras and instant replay. I can tell you we're not going to have underwater cameras ever. That's... people have mentioned underwater cameras to me. And it's really cool the way they do it in the Olympics. And on these meets on broadcast TV, they also have a 7-figure budget to do these things. And people have said to me, oh, just throw a GoPro in the bottom of the pool. Well, it's not quite that easy. Doesn't just work like that. Everything needs to be tied back into my video switcher and... No. So we're never going to see any underwater cameras leading the way. Pescad leading the way here, followed by Black and D'Agostino. Top 4 swimmers only 2 seconds apart, so still anybody's race here. Instant replay is something that I do have some capabilities to do that. It's probably something I'm not very familiar with yet. I'd probably only break it out during maybe a trials finals or a championship meet. For close finishes at the end, dramatic effect. Pescad remains in the lead, followed by Black and Blakesley. So Blakesley and D'Agostino switching spots here. Again, top 4 swimmers only 2 seconds apart. So still anybody's race. Very close here. So you never know. You could see instant replay creeping into one of our broadcasts at some point. Not 100% sure of that. So Jessie Black takes it from executive. She overtakes Pescad in the final 25. Blakesley takes third. We'll move into heat number 7. Top time coming in belongs to Maggie Holland in lane 3 from Gators, 15 years old, 2:02.97 for Holland. Maggie's little sister, Emma, I said that was a bad New England accent. Emma, nope, there's no ER there. It's just an A, EMMA. Emma Holland competed this morning and had a fantastic meet this morning. Well, I think Emma won multiple heats. And you see her sister Maggie leading the way right now, about a second ahead of Abdelel. Noah Abdelel in lane 4. So Elizabeth Guevara from Gators is in 1, Ali Brenner in 2, the aforementioned Holland in 3, Abdelor in 4, Bagdasarian in 5, Quinn Cute in lane 6. Holland still in the lead, stretching that lead to almost 2.5 seconds right now over Ali Brenner in lane 2. So Maggie Holland has been swimming remarkably over the past 4 to 5 months, really, this whole short course season. Really starting to come into her own. Also swims for Providence Country Day on the high school level as well. I think Holland is vying for a special cut here, or maybe an age group cut potentially, as her coaches were emphatically cheering her on that last turn. She came in with a 2:02.97. Let's see where she finishes up here. She should best that time right now. And there's a big cheer. Holland goes 1:58.44. Brenner takes second. Cute takes third. So Maggie Holland, your Heat 7 winner. We'll move on to Heat number 8. McKibben in 1, Lombardi in 2, Wheeler in 3, Rapucci in 4, Mlakar in 5, Wienert in lane 6. This is Heat 8 of 10 of event 65, girls 13 and over 200-yard freestyle. Jane Wheeler owns the top time coming in out of lane 3 from Crimson, 2:00:38. But it's Mlakar swimming out of lane 6 at the top of your screen. Oh no, that's Wienert, excuse me, Vivian Weiner leading the way, excuse me. Wienert, Wheeler, Mlakar, 1, 2, 3 in that order. So Vivian Weiner, the 13-year-old from Gators, she came in with a 2:02.87, looking exceptionally strong right now with some outside smoke in lane 6. So Weiner continues to lead at the halfway point, 58.50. Wheeler and McKibben not far behind. Lombardi in 4th place, just over a second off the pace. Mlakar 1 1/4 seconds. So still a very tight race among the top 5 swimmers. Here comes Wheeler now in lane 3, and it looks like Wheeler has moved into first, pushing Weiner down to second, followed by McKibben. Lombardi still in 4th, 2.5 behind. Mlakar 5th, 2.5 seconds behind. So Weiner has led most of this race until the 13-year-old from Crimson, Jane Wheeler, kicked it up a gear. And it will be Jane Wheeler who takes it. Here comes Lombardi in lane 2. So Wheeler takes first. It was Lombardi who snuck into second, so great job there by Savannah Lombardi. Vivian Weiner takes third. McKibben 4th, Mlakar 5th, Rapucci 6th. We'll move into heat number 9. Ava Wong in 1, Julia Pelchat in 2, Gracie OConnell in 3, Aya Hassani in 4, Ruby Groves in 5, Corinne Cartwright in 6th. Top time coming in belongs to the 18-year-old Gracie OConnell from Crimson in lane 3, 1:57.71. This should be a very tight race. Keep an eye on lane 2, Julia Pelchat, daughter of my partner, has been swimming exceptionally well of late, had a good performance at seniors and in our November meet. Just like that, Pelchat in the lead, followed by Hassani and O'Connell. So Julia Pelchat swimming out of lane number 2. She came in with a 1:58.58. Looks like Pelchat still remains in the lead here. It's very close, lanes 2 and 3. Pelchat by 5/100ths of a second right now over OConnell. Hassani and Groves right there too, so top 4 less than half a second apart. Right now, as they'll come in and approach for their final 50. Looks like OConnell has now moved into first. Hassani second, Pelchat drops down to third, Groves fourth. So again, the top 4 swimmers a second apart from each other right now. Extremely close. Down the stretch, it's going to be between OConnell and Hassani. They're almost stroke for stroke here. Lanes 3 and 4. Who touches first? And I think it was OConnell, and it was. OConnell takes it by a little over a tenth. Pelchat comes in third. Groves in fourth. So Gracie OConnell, your Heat 9 winner. This will bring us to our 10th and final heat here of the girls 13 and over 200-yard freestyle. Kyla Kelly in 1, Courtney Bogosian in 2, Hannah Wazorik in 3, Sadie Brown in 4, Bella Smith in 5, and Emma Kawai in lane 6. So our 10th and final heat of our opening event, 65, the girls 13 and over 200-yard freestyle. Hannah Wazorik owns the top time, coming in 152.42. She's in lane 3, and she is your early leader, followed by Bogosian. So Wazorik, Bogosian, and Kelly, 1, 2, 3 in that order. Still fairly close. Wazorik splits at 27-30. So we'll take a look at these 100 splits. It remains Wazorik and Bogosian leading the way. Lanes 2 and 3. Wazorik in 3, Bogosian in 2. Wazorik leads the way by the slimmest of margins, a little over a tenth of a second. Kelly occupies third, a little over 3 seconds behind. So the race is really between Wazorik and Bogosian right now. Almost stroke for stroke, as you can see, thanks to the marvelous camera work of my partner, Elisa Pelchat. I think it's still going to be Wazorik by 5/100ths of a second going into our final 50. So we have ourselves a race here, folks. Courtney Bogosian in lane 2, Hannah Wazorik in lane 3, Bogosian from Gators, Wazorik from Crimson. As they make the turn for their final 25, it looks like Wazorik is starting to pull away a little. Great pull out there. Streamline on her final turn, and it will be Hannah Wazorik who takes it. 156.49. Bogosian goes 157.54. Good for second. Kawai goes 202.25, which was good for third. So we'll move into event number 66. It's the boys 13 and over 200 freestyle. 8 heats. 4 swimmers in our opening heat. Swimmers are standing. It looks like all Crimson swimmers here in our opening heat of the boys. Tarek Ben Selim in lane 2, Rohan Amin in lane 3, Liam Sheehan in 4, Aaron Walsh in 5, all Crimson swimmers. Amin comes in with the top time in lane 3, 2:43.12. Ben Selim leading the way after the first turn, followed by Walsh and Amin. Long way to go here. First 50, opening 50. Once again, we're live at Seekonk High School for the 13 and over afternoon session of our BGSC timed finals meet this weekend. We're happy to have you. I see quite a few names on the heat sheet today that I've never seen, so odds are we have many return parents and we have many first-time parents. So we appreciate all of you taking the time to join us. If you haven't already, and you're already there, you're on YouTube as it stands, find that red subscribe button for the Gator Swim Club Seekonk branch and hit that button. So we're approaching and looking to go over 700 subscribers this weekend. We're closing in on 1,000, at least that's wishful thinking. Once we get to 1,000, we'll have some pretty cool things that we'll be able to do. One of the really neat things we'll be able to do is broadcast from a mobile device, a wireless device. So when you think about, we could have one camera position being a wireless iPhone or something on the far end of the pool, catching that view as the swimmers come in, bird's eye view. So there's a lot of different things we can do once we get to 1,000. Walsh leading the way still, followed by Ben Selim and Amin. But we really want to eclipse that 1,000 subscriber mark. I know we can do it. We've built this channel from 0 up to almost over 700 this weekend. So we'd appreciate you taking the time to subscribe. It also will behoove you to subscribe because I'm sure your kids will be swimming in more Gator swim meets. This is how we do it. You'll get notified when the live stream comes on and we're ready to go. So finishing up here in lane 5. So we had a soft touch on lane 5. So that was Walsh. So Walsh actually took first, Ben Selim second, Amin third. So when you have a soft touch, the graphics are going to get messed up. So it's okay. We will be also here for regionals as well. So Seekonk High School will be a site for regionals. So subscribe to the channel. Looks like we have an open lane. Lane 3 will be open. Seekonk High School Gators is a host for regionals. So subscribe, get notified when we go live. You'll never miss one of your kids, grandkids, niece, nephews, you name it, friends. Meets ever again. So we're in heat number 2, event 66, heat 2. Brandon Tobin in lane 1, Edward Gauscher in lane 2, Evan Casey in 4, Logan Prey in 5, David Chen in lane 6. Casey leading the way, followed by Prey and Gauscher. Casey building up an early second lead there in lane 4. So Evan Casey, 14 years old from Crimson, came in with a 2:17.11. Casey continues to lead the way, followed by Prey and Gauscher. We don't have Ray Grant with us today. Ray was here first thing this morning helping to get set up. Ray, as many of you may know, is the aquatics director at Brown University. Brown competing in a swim meet of their own this weekend, which Ray has to run. So he was here bright and early this morning, 6 a.m., getting everything set up. His daughter, Caitlin, coached the morning session. Caitlin now running the scoring system for this afternoon, along with Alan Sanders. Why did I say Saunders? I was thinking Sanders, but I said Saunders. I got to keep on my toes here, folks, because my partner is one of the harshest critics you will meet. So if you slip up in anything, you're going to catch one. And I caught one. And Evan Casey caught a dub right here. Coming out of lane 4, Evan Casey will take it from Crimson, 2:13.15. Second place goes to Prey. Gauscher takes third. So Casey goes to 2:13.15. Oh, another friend of the program has joined the broadcast. Jordan Moad, one of the standout swimmers from Bluefish. Saw Jordan compete as well in seniors a couple weeks ago. Had a good performance at Brown University. I had the pleasure of meeting Jordan's dad, having a good conversation with him as well. Jenny Eady. I'm surrounded by Clemson Tigers. I got a Clemson Tiger to my right, Elisa Pelchat. I got Jenny Eady in the live chat from Clemson. Tigers all over the place. Ethan Curry in lane 1, Jake Smith in 2, Cormac Hughes in 3, Jack Mortimer in 4, Lucas Leonard in 5, and Ben Zhu in lane 6. Cormac Hughes comes in with the top time here, 2:11.18, and Hughes already starting to build that lead. So Cormac, the 14-year-old, in lane 3. It's built up almost a second lead on Curran, a second and a half over Smith. Cormac's sister Fiona had a great morning session. Cormac starting to really put his foot on the gas here. So Hughes came in with a time of 2:11.18. Jenny, you're just fueling the fire. Elisa is like cheering and pointing at your comment. She's all excited. Hughes, Curran, and Smith. The lead over Curran is almost 2 seconds by Cormac. So Hughes will make his final turn. Looks like he's got this one in his pocket. 2:11.18 was his time coming in. He's going to shatter that one. So Hughes goes at 2:06.70. Second place goes to Curran, 2:10.14. Smith takes third, 2:10.38. We'll move on to heat number 4. Oh. So we had a couple swimmers go in. We'll see what happens here. Okay, so I think what's going to happen is Balasubramanian is going to get DQ'd. I do not think Kong will. No, I don't think Kong will, because Kong only went in the water because of Balasubramanian. So they're going to have the swimmers step down. So no more Balasubramanian in lane 3. So lane 3 will be open. Tough break there. Henry Chiesa in 1, Owen Chandaria in 2, Gong in 4. That's Ethan Gong. Jack Kong in 5, Oliver McCarthy in lane 6. Top time coming in belongs to Ethan Gong, but it is Owen Chandaria in lane 2 leading the way, followed closely by the aforementioned Kong. Gong in 3rd, Chiesa in 4th. So it's tough. I think what the rule is when the swimmers are up on the blocks, once the referee, the starter, tells them to take their marks, if there is any movement into the pool before the starter goes off, that person is disqualified. So if the officials haven't told the swimmers to take their marks and they fall in or they slip in, they're fine. They can get out, reset, but once they've taken their marks, they have to be completely still and ready to go for the start of the race. Chandaria remains your leader, 131.17. He's followed closely, sort of closely, by Chiesa. Kong and Gong, but Chandaria's race to lose built up an over 5-second lead. So Owen Chandaria, 14 years old from Crimson, came in with a 2:08. He's going to absolutely destroy that. 2:02.62 for Chandaria. He'll take it. Chiesa comes in second, McCarthy third. Heat 5 in the water, Daniel Coburn in 1, Matthew Smith in 2, Eddie Barnes in 3, George Groves in 4, Ali Abdelel in 5, and Russell Cutler in lane 6. Top time coming in belongs to Eddie Barnes from Executive, 1:59.54. But it's George Groves, the early leader, followed by Barnes and Smith. So George Groves, 14-year-old from Gators. His sister Ruby also swimming here this afternoon, a standout on the classical high school swim team in Providence, Rhode Island. George looking extremely strong here in lane 4. So at the halfway mark, let's check that split. 54.22 for Groves. He's built up an almost 2-second lead on Barnes, followed by Smith. So Groves continuing to put his foot on the gas here. Barnes just trying to stay within striking distance, and he is. He's about 1.5 seconds behind. But I'm not sure if Groves is going to allow him to catch up as we watch the far end turns. Still about 0.5 second to a second lead for Groves, but here comes Barnes. So Barnes in 3, Groves in 4. It was Groves all the way. Here comes Barnes at the flag. Stroke for stroke. Who's it going to be? And it was Barnes who takes it. 4/100ths of a second. So Groves takes second. Smith takes third. Groves led, I would say, 185 to 190 yards of that 200. But Eddie Barnes is your Heat 5 winner. We'll move on to heat number 6. George Lamb in lane 1, Ryan Kornacki in 2, Taj Webby in 3, Moritz Gerhard in 4, Breakin Shea in 5, and Ethan Ackerman Villela in lane 6. Taj Webby owns the top time coming in, 1:57 flat. Webby in first, followed by Gerhard and Kornacki. Kornacki's mother, Kim, volunteered timing today down in lane number 5. So Webby and Gerhard battling here. Kornacki's right in the mix as well. So Gerhard, Webby, Kornacki, 0.3 of a second apart. Those are your top 3 at the 100 mark. So it looks like Kornacki and Gerhard have now moved into 1 and 2, and I think it's the other way around, so it is not. Kornacki is leading the way, followed by Gerhard and Lamb. Webby has dropped down to 4th, so Lamb has moved up into 2nd, but the race is between Kornacki and Gerhard, 0.1 of a second apart, coming into the final 25 here. So it's Kornacki in lane 2, Gerhard in lane 4. They're both from Gators. They're stroke for stroke. Who's it going to be? And it is going to be Kornacki who takes it. Just under 0.2 of a second. Gerhard takes second, Lamb third. Heat 7 in the water. Pierce Broush in lane 1. Holden Brown in 2. Scott Kessel in 3. William Molson in 4. Brendan Collins in 5. Jack Eady in lane 6. Top time coming in here belongs to Scott Kessel from Crimson, 152.33. Brown, Brosh, Collins, 1, 2, 3 in that order. I'm getting a question if the session from this morning is available, and it is, of course. Just go. You're already on the Gators Swim Club YouTube page. It is there. Just go to videos, and you will find it. So every meet that we run here, and it's Brown, Brosh, and Molson, all separated by 0.3. Every meet that we run in live stream, you can view it basically in perpetuity. So just go to the Gator Swim Club Seekonk Branch YouTube page. All our meets are there. Every meet that we've ever had on video, which has been every meet basically over the last 2.5 years. Molson is now moved into the lead, followed by Brown and Broush. Broush just a little over a second off the pace here, so wouldn't be surprising to see Broush make a run at first place here. But really right now it's Brown and Molson. And it will be Holden Brown who takes it. So Brown goes a 154.15, Molson a 154.65. Third place goes to Pierce Broush. We'll move into our 8th and final heat. You see the lane assignments. Top time coming in belongs to Benjamin Lee, the 18-year-old from Crimson, 143.73. A lot of standouts in this heat. Kavik at the top of your screen, at the bottom in lane 1. Lee, Alex Lopes, Patrick Smith, really every swimmer here extremely fast. Benjamin Lee, though, his time of 143.73, 5 seconds faster than the next closest swimmer, and that's Henry Campbell in lane 4. So you're starting to see Lee trying to break away. Alex Lopes, though, not letting him. Neither is Kavik in lane 1. Lee continues to lead the way. Lee, Lopes, Kavik, it's that order, and there's less than 0.9 of a second that separate them. Lee started to make a move a little bit on that last 50. So Benjamin Lee looks like he has this one firmly in hand, swimming out of lane 3. Came in with a 143. He's not going to beat that time, but he will be your Heat 8 winner. 148.23 the time for Lee. Kavik takes second. Ventry third. So we'll move into event number 67. This is the girls 13 and over 100-yard butterfly. There will be 9 heats. Leo, LOL, on that last comment. 3 swimmers here. Elisa Bennett in lane 2. Selena Zhu in lane 3. Emily Flagg in lane 4. Selena Zhu comes in with the time of 1:22.52 in lane 3, but it's Alyssa Bennett out in front very early. So Bennett came in with no time. So looks like Bennett probably should have been in one of the later heats here, but she came in with no time. Typically, swimmers that come into an event with no time are in the first heat or the second heat, depending on how many So Bennett takes it 104.72. So great job by Alyssa Bennett. Zhu takes second. Flagg will take third. We'll move on to heat number 2. So my advice to you, Svetsalov Kasakov, would be you're watching this event right now. All you need to do is subscribe to our page, which is on the YouTube page. It's a red box that says subscribe. And then once this session is over, you can go back in and you can view every single meet that we've ever done. So they are there. I lost my way a little bit here. We're in heat 2. Gabrielle McDonough is leading the way from Crimson in lane 2. 15 years old, came in with a time of 1:19.76. Should go a 1:10.07, good for first. So it looked like it was Callie Parent who came in second. She had a soft touch. So Parent second, Arkin third. Keep an eye on Meet Mobile for those times. Heat 3 in the water. Emma Ferreira in lane 1. Emily Rogers in 2. Savannah Lombardi in lane 3. Catherine Shen in 4. Sarah Rapucci in 5. Olivia Landers in lane 6. Savannah Lombardi comes in with the top time, 1:08.26. Lombardi is out strong, out early. She'll split a 30.25. Good for first place right now, halfway through. Rapucci about 2 seconds off the pace. Shen 2.5 seconds behind. So again, this is heat 3 of 9, event number 67. So Lombardi led from the start. It will be Savannah Lombardi taking heat 3. Lombardi will go 106.73. Second place will go to Rapucci. Third place, Shen. Heat 4 in the pool. Jillian Geisler in 1, Lydia Kraft in 2, Haley D'Agostino in 3. Autumn Card in lane 4, Taylor ONeill in 5, and Emmy Hukkinen in lane 6. Top time coming in belongs to Hadley D'Agostino, 13 years old from Crimson, 106.44. She's in lane 3. She's getting some big challenge, though, from Lydia Kraft right now. Outside of her in lane 2, Kraft in the lead by over a half a second over Geisler and D'Agostino. So Lydia Kraft, 13 years old, from Gators. She came in with a 107.18. She's a 7th grader at Hurley Middle School in Seekonk and participates in the Seekonk High School swim team. So she's a 7th grader swimming for the high school team, and you can see why here in lane number 2. It will be Lydia Kraft who takes heat number 4. 103.66 the time for Kraft. Significant time drop, almost 4 seconds. D'Agostino takes second, Geisler third. We're moved on to heat number 5. Ella Bouvier in lane 1, Morgan Bullen in 2, Bella Smith in 3, Caroline Blakesley in 4, Jessie Black in 5, and Alik Stepania in lane 6. Top time coming in belongs to Bella Smith, 104.36. Looks like it's Jessie Black, though, the 13-year-old from Executive in lane 5, leading the way right now, and she is, followed by Smith and Stepania. So a quick turnaround here, and it looks like it's going to be Jessie Black who takes it out of lane 5, and it will be Black, 103.90 from Executive. Blakesley takes second, Smith third. Your times are on the screen for your viewing pleasure. Or they were. You know, you got to be quick. Got to be quick here, folks. Heat 6 of 9. Welcome back, Kendra Daly. Another classical high school swimmer. Back to Gators. Carmen Bunt in lane 2. Angela Parasol in 3. Kyla Kelly in lane 4. Emma Richards in 5. Quinn Q in lane 6. I feel like I bring this story up all the time, but Kendra Daly's father, Brian Daly, was part of the 1980 Darlington American Little League team that went to the Little League World Series. They went on to lose to a team from Tampa, Florida, which had Dwight Gooden and Gary Sheffield on the team. So shout out to Brian Daly, who I'm sure is keeping an eye on Kendra here back in the pool. So Emma Richards in lane 5, Parasol in lane 3. Looks like Richards, though, if she can hold on, it will be Richards in 5, and it is Emma Richards, 102.63 for Richards. Parasol takes second, Kelly third. Allison Farrell in lane 1, Ava Wong in 2, Jayla Pina in lane 3, Sadie Brown in 4, Ksenia Bagdasarian in 5, and Allie Brenner in lane 6. Jayla Pina looking extremely strong here. Splits a 27.95. So Pina, Brown, Farrell, she's already built up about a 2.5 lead on Sadie Brown. Pina, of course, swam in the Summer Olympics last year on behalf of her native Cabo Verde. Many of you may have seen her, along with her brother Troy, who's a South Kingstown police officer. And it will be Pina who takes it, 59.92, so sub 1 minute there for Pina. Sadie Brown, second. Brenner takes third. We'll move into heat number 7. Excuse me, this is heat 8. Chloe Akambi in lane 1, Corinne Cartwright in lane 2, Addison Abreu in lane 3. We have graphics on our screen stuck. I don't know why. We're going to get rid of those for a second. Addison Abreu, 3. Ruby Groves, 4. Alexandra Akhmeva in 5. Anna Zanolo in 6. Okay. Looks like the graphics are all set and taken care of. So it's Addison Abreu in the lead. She came in with the top time here, 59.13. She's in lane 3. 15-year-old from Gators. So Abreu goes a 59.11. That's good for first. Groves takes second, 101.36. Akhmeva takes third, 101.58. And that'll take us to our 9th and final heat. Okay, so that was Vivian Molson in lane 5. Was it Molson in 5, or was it Ackerman Valela in 6? So 5 is open. So Claire Nelly in lane 1, Gracie OConnell in 2, Hope Zayafeth in 3, Hazel Muhidin in 4, and Dia Ackerman Valela in lane 6. So lane 5 is open. Top time coming in belongs to Hope Zayafeth, 56.94. So Zayafeth and Muhidin leading the way here. It was Muhidin at the turn, followed by Zayafeth and Neely. So Muhidin and Zayafeth, 1 and 2 here. Let's see if Zayafeth can catch her. I don't think she will. It will be Muhidin taking it in lane 4. She'll go a 57.78. Zayafeth goes a 58.62. Third place was O'Connell, 102.22. That'll bring us to event number 68. This is the boys 13 and over 100 fly. There will be 9 heats. Off and running, heat number 1, Rohan Amin in lane 2, Jack Mortimer in lane 3, Tarek Ben Selim in lane 4. Christina Daly checking in. Hello, Christina. Welcome back to the Daly family. Jack Mortimer leading the way right now in lane number 3 from Executive. He splits a 31.74. Mortimer came in with a 150.66. I mean, that is the time that he is going to absolutely wreck by about 40 seconds here, and he does. So Mortimer takes first, 110.77. So if you wonder why we stay on the screen when there's a breakaway winner, is if we go back to another camera, the graphics will show up really weird on the screen. So the graphics aren't tied to what camera view we're on. The graphics are tied to the swimmer touching the pad at the end. As you see, Ben Selim taking second. Amin will take third. So who knows? There could be a future enhancement to that by the software provider. But for right now, there isn't. Moving on to heat number 2. Benjou in 1, Lucas Leonard in 2, Henry Chiesa in 3, David Chen in 4, Edward Gauscher in 5, and Aaron Walsh in lane 6. Off and running on Heat 2. We only have about 52,000 more races to go this afternoon, so buckle in. Hope you're watching this from the comfort of your living room or somewhere nice and toasty. If you are at Seekonk High School and in the parking lot, little cold out there. Little cold out there. The internet isn't the best and not really a good view. Leonard, Zhu, and Chen, 1, 2, 3 in that order. For those unfamiliar with the area, there is a Panera Bread about 5 to 10 minutes away here in town. Bunch of other establishments on Route 6 in Seekonk. So Leonard and Chen, who's going to touch first? And it looks like it's going to be Leonard, 1:14.20. Chen second, Zhu third. As we move into heat number 3. So lane 1 is open here. Aiden Wallace in 2, Jack Kong in 3, Dane Connor in 4, Jake Smith in 5, Oliver McCarthy in 6. Again, looking forward to a good night of football. Hopefully the Patriots can get it done. Yes, as my partner says, a late night. Will be a late night tonight. Early turnaround tomorrow morning. Connor leading the way, followed by Smith and Kong. Dane Connor, the 17-year-old from Crimson, came in with a 109.89. He looks to improve on that, and he certainly will here. At least a 4-second drop, 105.92 for Connor. He'll take first. Second place will go to Smith. Third place goes to Kong in lane 3. So Dane Connor, your Heat 3 winner. We'll move on to Heat number 4. Nail Clement in lane 1, Bowden Spurn in 2. Balasubramanian in lane 3, Max Grisanti in 4, George Lamb in 5, and Ryan Kornacki in lane 6. Very tight at the turn. Balasubramanian leading the way. Top 4 swimmers only a half a second apart. Clement, Grisanti, Spurn, 2, 3, and 4. Balasubramanian came in with the top time, 104.14. He's been passed now by Grisanti. So Max Grisanti, 14 years old from Crimson, looks like he's leading the way. Here comes Kornacki in lane 6, and I think it's going to be Kornacki who takes it, and he does. Ryan Kornacki, 104.41. Grisanti takes second, Clement third, but Kornacki with that outside smoke in lane 6 is your Heat 4 winner. Move into Heat number 5 of 9. Ben Connors in lane 1, Jack Eady in 2, Ryan Vocchio in 3, Ethan Ackerman Valela in 4, Eddie Barnes in 5, and Keith Hartman in lane number 6. Vocchio owns the top time coming in, 1:00:54. Very tight field here. Don't expect to see a lot of separation here, although Vocchio does have the top time by 2/100ths over Ackerman Valela. Vocchio, Connors, and Hartman. Connors a little over a tenth off the pace right now in second. Hartman a half a second behind in third. So those are your top three. This is going to be a close one here. So Vocchio starting to pull away a little bit here in lane 3. And it will be Ryan Vocchio who takes it. 1:00:57 for Vocchio. Barnes second, Hartman third. Connors drops down to fifth, 1:02:12. We'll move on to heat number 6. Luke Abramson in lane 1, Will Ertman in 2, Nick Kavik in 3, William Molson in 4, Max LaRoche in 5, Taj Webby in lane 6. Kavik leading the way in lane 1, followed by Abramson and Ertman. So Gators Crimson Executive 1, 2, 3. Ertman's only a half a second behind. Abramson 5/100ths off the pace. Kavik typically a very strong back half swimmer. And we are seeing just that right now. Nick Kavik in the final 25 puts some distance between himself and the field. Nick Kavik takes it 57-19. Ertman second, Abramson third. Nick Kavik, your Heat 3 winner. Ara Parsegian in 1, Andrew Ng in 2, Kai Shinkyo in lane 3, George Groves in 4, Scott Kessel in 5, Kevin Jiang in 6. Keep an eye on the matchup between Shinkyo and Groves, lanes 3 and 4. Had the pleasure of meeting Kai Shinkyo's parents at Seniors. They told a great story of moving to the United States from Japan last December. And this is how Kai's family will watch and keep up with his swimming through our YouTube channel and all of the meets that we broadcast. So it was a really cool story. Very nice young man, but it is Ara Parsegian who has pulled away here in lane 1. So Ara Parsegian, the 15-year-old from Gators, he'll be your Heat 7 winner. Great swim by Parsegian. He goes 56-38. Jiang second, Shinkyo takes third. The aforementioned Groves takes fourth. We'll move into heat number 8. Nick Zerva in 1, Patrick Smith in 2, Andrew Kelly in 3, Alex Lopes in 4, Holden Brown in 5, Jaden Bunt in 6, Andrew Kelly, the 18-year-old from Crimson, owns the top time coming in 54-82. But it's Lopes who's out early and out strong here in lane 4. 25-47 split. He's built up a little over a second lead on Jaden Bunt. Nick Zerva occupying third right now. So it was Alex Lopes in the beginning, and in the end, it will be Alex Lopes as well. He will be your Heat 8 winner, 55-57 for Lopes. Kelly takes second. Smith takes third. That'll bring us to our 9th and final heat of the boys' 100-yard butterfly. Here's the lane assignments. Keep an eye on Ryan Connors in lane 5. So Riddy Booth Shea in lane 1, Mateo Smith in 2, Christopher Smith in 3, Andrew Dew in 4, the aforementioned Connors in lane 5, Matvey Malinowski in lane 6. Christopher Smith from Crimson out early, followed by Dew and Mateo Smith. Connors in 4th. 2 1/4 seconds off the pace here. Smith came in with a 50-30. I don't know if he's going to break that time, but he will be your heat winner here. Christopher Smith from Crimson takes it 52-46. His teammate Dew takes second. Third place goes to Mateo Smith from Gators. That'll move us to event number 69, the girls 13 and over 200-yard backstroke. We'll have 7 heats here. This will be our first heat. We'll have 3 swimmers. Alyssa Bennett in lane 2, Phoebe Burke in 3, Sophia Barnes in lane 4. And if the previous races were any indication, Elisa Bennett came in with no time, and she absolutely dominated her heats, and she's doing the same thing right now, swimming out of lane 2. She came in with no time, the 14-year-old from Crimson. This is the 200 backstroke, so we got quite a ways to go here. Bennett leading the way, followed by Burke, almost 7 seconds behind. Barnes right behind her, but it is Alyssa Bennett, as she did in her previous race, currently leading the way for Crimson. I know many swimmers looking for some cut times here, whether it be age groups, whether it be NCSA cuts, maybe junior nationals. There's a never-ending lineup of meets with cut times in the world of swimming, as we all know. Every swimmer is always chasing that elusive cut time for that particular meet which they want to get involved in. Elisa Bennett continues to lead the way, 147.77 right now at the 150-yard mark, so she's got another 50. When you take a look at her backstroke, good shoulder rotation, arms, very powerful, head is back, and she's keeping those hips fairly high in the water. Always something to look at as fatigue starts to set in. Those hips will drop in the water, as you've seen with Bennett a little bit here at the end, but it doesn't matter. Elisa Bennett will be your Heat 1 winner. 225.10 for Bennett. It looks like Phoebe Burke will take second and Barnes third. Moving on to Heat 2 of 7, girls 13 and over 200 backstroke. Lanes 1 and 6 will be open. Izzy Alonso in lane 2, Mary Wallace in 3, Jill Kavanagh in 4, Nina Lane in 5. Mary Wallace comes in with the top time, 2:42.04. Fairly tight bunched group of swimmers here. Jill Kavanagh in the lead, followed by Lane. Alonso and Wallace not far behind as well. Once again, we're thankful to be here at Seekonk High School. Having a venue where our kids can compete, always important. Jill Kavanagh remains in the lead at the 100-yard mark. Alonso has moved up into second, Wallace third. The team here at Seekonk High School does a great job keeping the pool nice and clean. Very meticulous pool. One of the nicer high school level pools in the area. I'd like to see a new scoreboard here. The scoreboard is a little dated. It's just a numeric scoreboard. With my daughter attending Seekonk High School and my youngest to attend, you know, if I was an independently wealthy man, which I'm not, but if I was, I would love to spring for a new scoreboard here. How nice would that be? Oh, like a video board? We'd have one on each end. A video board on each end. Or maybe one down on the far end for the people in the stands to see. So Izzy Alonso worked herself all the way back, started out basically in fourth. Alonso takes it, followed by Kavanagh. Wallace took third, so congrats to Izzy Alonso, your Heat 2 winner. 7-second time drop there, too, for Alonso. Also a swimmer, I believe, at LaSalle Academy in Providence. Heat 3 in the water, Amanda Abbott in lane 1, Selena Zhu in 2, Emily Rogers in 3, Carolina Kiang in 4, Olivia Landers in 5, and Margaret Liu in lane 6. Liu leading the way, followed by Kiang and Zhu. Doesn't look like there's going to be much of a change, although Liu still remains in the lead. Now Zhu has moved up into second, Kiang in third. Still anybody's race here. Top three swimmers are a second apart. So anything can happen. Andrea Kavik checking in from South Florida. Our friend Leo Balin looking to get some age group cuts at his next meet, so best of luck to Leo. Sure you'll be able to take care of business there. Andrea, you're never late. You're on every one of these broadcasts rooting for your little bro. A big shout out to Dustin Hall, Andrea's boyfriend as well, offensive lineman with the University of South Florida Bulls. One of my guys down there. So Zhu takes it and come from behind fashion. Kiang moves up into second. Liu takes third. So congratulations to Selena Zhu. Drops 4 seconds, wins heat number 3. We'll move on to heat number 4. Emmy Hukkinen in lane 1, Allison Farrell in 2, Hadley D'Agostino in 3, Ashley Van Korbosch in 4, Emmy Gauscher in 5, and Jillian Frechette in lane 6. D'Agostino owns the top time coming in, 2:23.89. D'Agostino currently in 5th, though. It's Gauscher, Farrell, Van Korbosch. Gauscher and Farrell were tied for the lead at the 50 mark there. Allison Farrell now has snuck into first place in lane number 2, followed by Gauscher and Van Korbosch. So Farrell came in with a time of 2:26.05. And the sign of a good backstroker, apart from the things that we talked about before, is that they make it look effortless. And if you take a look at Farrell here in lane 2, doesn't look like she's exerting much energy at all. Looks like she's out for a leisurely swim, when in fact she is actually rocking it in the pool here in lane 2. So Farrell followed by Gauscher and D'Agostino. Frechette has moved up into 4th. So Farrell and Gauscher will take 1 and 2. Great job by Allison Farrell here. She came in with a 2:26. She goes out with a 2:18, so an 8-second drop for Farrell. Gauscher takes 2nd. D'Agostino will take 3rd. Frechette 4th. We'll move into heat number 5. Morgan Bullen in lane 1, Vivian Mulson in 2, Carmen Bunt in 3, Sarah Pescod in 4, Elizabeth Guevara in 5, and Jillian Geisler in lane 6. Carmen Bunt comes in with the top time, 2:18 flat. She's a 14-year-old from Gators. But right now it's Mulson leading the way after the 50. Mulson, Guevara, and Bunt. 2 seconds separate Mulson and Bunt. The halfway mark, Mulson remains the leader, starting to build on that lead in lane 2. She's built that lead up over Guevara to 3.5 seconds almost. Pescod in 3rd, following as well. So Pescod and Guevara in a little bit of a battle. But it remains Mulson at the 150-yard mark. Molson, Guevara, and Bunt. So Molson will put the finishing touches on a Heat 5 victory. 2:16.40 from Molson. Bunt comes all the way up, takes second. Third goes to Guevara, 2:22.89. So Vivian Molson, your Heat 5 winner, will move right along to Heat number 6. In lane 1 from Gators, Mila Vuoltinaho. In lane 2, Chelsea Friedland from Crimson. In lane 3, Hazel Muadin from Crimson. 4, Sarah Rapucci, also from Crimson. Lane 5, Nora Abdelal from Crimson. And in lane 6 from Gators, Julia Pelchat. So Pelchat and Vuoltinaho, the bookends here. Gators, lanes 1 and 6, all other swimmers from Crimson, and it is Vuoltinaho out to the early lead in lane 1, followed by Muadin and Abdelal. Rapucci in third. So our top, every swimmer separated by about a little over a second and 3/4. It's Hazel Muadin, though, passing Vuoltinaho into the lead here at the halfway mark. Muadin, Vuoltinaho, and Rapucci, 1, 2, and 3. No significant change at the top. Muadin still leading the way, followed by Vuoltinaho. Abdelal in third. Rapucci coming up on Abdelal, though. 0.4 of a second behind. That battle is in lanes 4 and 5. But it will be Hazel Muadin taking first here. She'll be followed, it looks like, by Mila Vuoltinaho from Gators. And Abdelal will take third. So bring us to our 7th and final heat of the girls 2-back. Addison Abreu in lane 1, Kyla Kelly in lane 2, Hannah Wazorik in lane 3, Gracie OConnell in lane 4, Emma Kawai in lane 5, and Hope Zayafith, the 16-year-old from Crimson, in lane 6. Top time coming in belongs to Wazorik, 2:02.99. So Brew at the 50-yard mark, leading the way, followed by Wazorik and Kawai. Brew splits a 30.58. She came in with a time of 2:09.75. So Wazorik was a good 4 seconds ahead of the next closest swimmer's time coming into this heat. Gracie OConnell had the second best time, 2:06.29. Halfway through, though, it remains Addison Abreu in the lead. Just about a second over Wazorik. Kawai in third right now. over 100 viewers on the live stream. Appreciate it. We had 187 this morning at the max. We're at the 150-yard mark here. It remains Abreu and Azarik. They're battling. It's a second lead. It's been about a second lead for Abreu for the last 50 to 75 yards. We'll see if she can keep up that lead over the final 50. $187 viewers this morning. That was fantastic. So getting to the flags, and it will be Addison Abreu who takes it. 2:08.96 for Abreu. Azarik takes second. Third place goes to Kawhi. And that'll bring us to event number 70. It's the boys 13 and over 200-yard backstroke. There is only 4 heats. Lane 3 is open. Rohan Amin in lane 1, Benju in lane 2, Logan Prey in lane 4, Brandon Tobin in 5, and Aaron Walsh in lane 6. Prey leading the way, followed by Zhu and Walsh. Good crowd of obedient swimmers here with their masks on in the building. About as good of compliance as you could expect for a 13 and over group. I would say probably 90% of them, as I look in the crowd right now, if they don't have their mask, they're eating or drinking. Prey continues to be your leader, followed by Zhu and Walsh. Hopefully things will start to get back to quote-unquote normal. Maybe by the summer? Fingers crossed. My partner says there will be a new variant by then. We hope not. So Prey continues to be in the lead, followed by Zhu. Walsh is 6.5 seconds behind. So good swim there by Prey. Takes first, 2:34.23. Zhu takes second. Third place will go to Walsh from Crimson. Okay, so heat 2 of 4 is in the water. Ryan Vocchio once again owns the top time coming in to heat number 2, 2:23.10. Josef Gerhard, 2:23.20. So they're your top 2 times coming in lanes 3 and 4. Cormac Hughes will have something to say about that in lane 2. Cormac coming off a heat victory earlier this afternoon, but right now it's Vocchio leading the way. Vocchio, once again, was a heat winner earlier this afternoon as well. Vocchio, Clement, Gerhard. 1, 2, and 3 right now, separated by a half a second. Change at the top as Clement has moved into first from Executive Swim Club. Vocchio has moved into second. Gerhard third. Cormac Hughes hanging tough there in fourth place. Another swimmer who tends to swim fairly well in the back half. Looks like Clement will maintain his lead over Gerhard by about 0.6. Vocchio is 2.5 off the pace. Hughes still holding tough in fourth, about 4 seconds behind right now. So coming down the stretch, it's going to be Clement who takes it. Nail Clement from Executive Swim Club. He'll take first, 2:19.99. Gerhard second, Vocchio third. Congratulations to Nail Clement on his heat victory. We'll move on to heat number 3. 3 of 4. Will Ertman in lane 1, Brendan Collins in 2, Luke Abramson in 3, Moritz Gerhard in 4, Max Grisanti in 5. And I cannot see this gentleman's first name because it's cut off on my heat sheet, Krish, so I apologize for that. Balasubramanian, good to see Balasubramanian in the pool, got disqualified in his last heat, unfortunately, had that unfortunate false start. Although I do believe he swam after that in a different heat. That's why I have my partner here, but she's not on top of the ball like we would like her to be today. It's okay. So Gerhard leading the way, followed by Abramson and Collins. So Gerhard takes it, followed by Abramson and Collins. We'll move on to heat number 4. Jack Ventry in lane 1, Matthew Smith in 2, Ridavuth Shea in 3, Carrick Shea in 4, Henry Campbell in 5, and Keith Hartman in lane number 6. Shea followed by Shea, Smith, and Hartman. Those are your top 4. Hartman only a second off the pace here in 4th place. 2 seconds separate all 6 swimmers right now. Hartman has now moved up into 3rd place. So Keith Hartman from Gators, 2 1/4 seconds off the mark in 3rd. Ridavuth Che still leads the way in lane 3. So Shea, and Hartman, 1, 2, 3, as we go into our final 50 in our final heat of the boys' 200-yard backstroke. So Che will take it, followed by Shea. Hartman takes 3rd, Ventry 4th. Smith 5th, Campbell 6th. We'll move into event number 71. It's the girls 13 and over 100-yard breaststroke. Dewani Nair in lane 1, Abby Flagg in 2, Meredith Humphreys in lane 3, Emily Rogers in 4, and Sophia Barnes in lane 5. The top time coming in belongs to Meredith Humphreys. 1:28.29 for Humphreys. Humphreys continues to lead the way here, followed by Rogers. Humphreys and Rogers battling it out. Who's going to take it? It is Rogers. Rogers 127.22. Humphreys 127.59. Flagg will take 3rd, 128.90. So Emily Rogers, your Heat 1 winner, will move into Heat number 2. Hunter Dubois in lane 1, Julia Malnar in 2, Emmy Hukkinen in lane 3, Nina Lane in 4, Jessie Black in 5, and Gabriella McDonough in lane 6. So very tight, bunched group of swimmers here. It looks like it's Jessie Black from Executive in lane 5 that could be in the lead, but it's extremely close here, and it is. So it's Black followed by Malnar and McDonough. for good measure, Hukkinen and Dubois are only a second behind. So our top, really 6 swimmers just over a second behind. You can see with the great camera work by Elisa Pelchat how fantastic she is with moving that camera so everybody can see the delta with these swimmers. Black looks like she's continuing to be in the lead, although here comes Hukkinen. So Emmy Hukkinen, Jess E. Black in lane 5. Who's going to touch first? And it is Black, 122.22. Hukkinen takes second. Hunter Dubois in lane 1 squeaks into third. We'll move into heat number 3 of 7. Ashley Van Korbosch in lane 1, Jillian Blasi in 2, Caden McKibben in lane 3, Sarah Rapucci in lane 4, Samara Gali in 5, Emma Ferreira in lane 6. Top time coming in belongs to Caden McKibben, the 13-year-old from Crimson, 119.49. McKibben and Rapucci battling it out here in the middle of the pool. Crimson teammates, a little over a tenth of a second apart. It was McKibben touching first. Samara Gali occupying third right now from Gators. So McKibben in 3, Rapucci in 4. So McKibben in 3, Rapucci in lane 4. They're stroke for stroke here at the flags. It looks like it's Rapucci, and it will be McKibben. 2/100ths of a second. McKibben takes first, Rapucci second, Gali third. So great race there by the Crimson teammates, but it was McKibben leading the way. We'll move into heat number 4. Emmy Gauscher in lane 1, Taylor O'Neill in 2, Emma Richards in 3, Catherine Shen in 4, Lydia Kraft in lane 5, Caroline Blakesley in lane 6. So again, this is event number 71, the girls 13 and over 100-yard breaststroke. The halfway point, it's Richards leading the way, followed by Gauscher and Kraft. So Emma Richards led at the halfway mark. Looks like she's going to take it home. And it will be Richards who takes it, followed by Lydia Kraft. So the Gators teammates go 1-2. Gauscher comes in third. Heat 5 of 7 in the water. Lily Jonkis in lane 1, Vivian Molson in 2, Savannah Lombardi in 3, Autumn Card in 4, Emma Kawai in 5, and Victoria Zhang in lane 6. Tight battle here, lanes 2, 3, and 6. Molson, Lombardi, Zhang all battling. It is Lombardi in the lead at the halfway point, 34.06, followed by Molson and Zhang. They're separated by 0.4 of a second. So still anybody's race here. Lombardi was in the lead. Looks like Vivian Molson has now moved into the lead ahead of Lombardi, and it will be Molson who takes it. 111.92. Lombardi goes a 112.21. Jonkis a 113.88. Moving on to Heat 6. Julia Pelchat with the amazing flying Elvis start. Out of lane 1, Jane Wheeler in lane 2, Hazel Moodin in lane 3, Maggie Holland in 4, Sonia Mlakar in 5, and Angela Parasolt in lane 6. Pelchat known for her explosive starts off the blocks. But it's Holland and Muadin battling away for first. Parasolt in third, Pelchat in fourth. Maggie Holland goes a 33-21 50 split. Let's take a look at these pullouts on the far end. And Muadin had a fantastic pullout there in lane 3. That'll take her to the lead. She will take it. Holland will take second. Third goes to Parasolt. That brings us to our 7th and final heat. Chloe Akambi in lane 1, Sadie Brown in 2, Jayla Pina in lane 3, Daya Ackerman Valela in 4, Claire Neely in 5, and Bella Smith in lane 6. Pina at the halfway mark. 30-63, followed by Ackerman Valela. So coming down the stretch, it is Pina who takes it 105.81 for Jayla. Ackerman Valela takes second. Akambi third. We'll move into event number 72. Aaron Walsh in lane 1, Tarek Ben Selim in 2, Brandon Tobin in 3, David Chen in 4, Rohan Amin in 5, Liam Sheehan in lane 6. Ben Selim leading the way, followed by Chen and Tobin. Ben Selim's lead over Chen is a second and a half, 3 1/4 seconds over Tobin. Tarek Ben Selim, the 14-year-old from Crimson, came in with a 132.37. Wasn't the top time coming in. That belonged to Tobin. But it will be Ben Selim who takes it. 125.22. Chen takes second, Tobin third. We'll move on to heat number 2 of 7. Lane 2 is open. Lucas Leonard in lane 1, Evan Casey in 2, Ethan Curran in 3, Jake Smith in 4, Henry Chiesa in lane 6. So all, no, not all Crimson. We do have Gators in the pool here. Lucas Leonard in 1, Curran in 4, the rest Crimson. Evan Casey looks to be leading the way right now in lane 3. Casey, Smith, and Curran, those are your top 3. The halfway mark. It appears Evan Casey in the driver's seat. Here comes Jake Smith in lane 5. I don't know if Smith's going to have enough pull to catch Casey. He's not. So Casey gets it done, 120.85. Smith takes second, Curran third. Edward Gauscher in 1, Max Grisanti in 2, Owen Chandaria in 3, Jack Kong in 4, Ali Abdalal in 5, and Krishan Balasubramanian in lane 6. Chandaria once again leading the way. It's followed by Kong and Balasubramanian. So Chandaria takes it, followed by Kong. Balasubramanian will take third. Take us to our 4th heat. Breakin Shea in lane 1, Ethan Gong in 2, Jaden Bunt in 3, Andrew Ng in 4, ONeill Clement in 5, Aiden Wallace in lane 6. So we've seen Clement already win a heat here this morning. Jaden Bunt out to the early lead here this afternoon, I should say. $32.28 for Bunt, followed by Gong and Clement. So top 4 separated by a second and a half. Someone's going to make a move on Bunt. They need to do it soon here as we're in the final 25. Gong is the closest in lane 2 to Bunt's outside. But it will be Jaden Bunt. Gong will take second. Andrew Ng comes in a very close third. Jaden Bunt, your Heat 4 winner. Pierce Broush in lane 1, Jaden Yang in 2, Matt V. Malinowski in 3, Daniel Coburn in 4, Ethan Ackerman Valela in 5, and James Misto in lane 6. This is Heat 5 of 7 of the boys, 13 and over 100-yard breaststroke. So it's James Misto in the lead from Gators. Didn't know Misto was known for being a great breaststroker. I know he's a great freestyler and butterflyer, as he showed at seniors championships, winning the 50 free and 100 fly. But here we are, James Misto in the lead with some outside smoke in lane 6. The 17-year-old from Gators, he came in with a 106.88, and it will be Misto who takes it. We'll move on to heat number 6, moving right along here in the program. George Lamb in lane 1, Andrew Dew in lane 2, Ben Connors in 3, Benjamin Lee in 4, Andrew Kelly in 5, and Matson Spurn in lane 6. This will be our second to last heat of the 100 breast. Dew, Spurn, and Connors leading the way. Top 4 swimmers 3/4 of a second apart, so very close. As is typically the case as we get down the heats in any event. So Dew takes it, followed by Lee. Spurn takes 3rd, Connors 4th. That'll take us to our 7th and final heat. George Groves in lane 1, Carrick Shea in 2, Christopher Smith in 3, Max LaRoche in 4, Damian Figuet Kosarev in 5, and Kai Shinkyo in lane 6. Keep an eye on Kai Shinkyo in lane 6. Very good second half swimmer. So if we get Kosarev, LaRoche, and Smith, crowd very hyped up for this race. 2 of the top breaststrokers in New England, Figuet Kosarev and Max LaRoche. Head to head here. And it is Figuet Kosarev who takes it, 100-12. LaRoche 2nd, Shinkyo 3rd. So Shinkyo comes from 5th all the way up to 3rd. We'll move into event number 73. This is heat number 1. This is the girls 50 free. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all top 3 here. It depends how quick these go. This is typically lightning warfare, rapid fire. You see the lane assignments on the screen. Bennett takes 1st, Lane takes 2nd, and Barnes takes 3rd. So that's Elisa Bennett. We'll move into heat number 2. Top time coming in belongs to Gauscher in lane 3 from Executive 29.87. Very tightly bunched group of swimmers here. Gauscher and Zhu battling it out. Who's going to touch first? And it's Gauscher. Gauscher, Zhu, and Flagg. Gauscher, your Heat 2 winner. Heat 3 already in the water. Jillian Frechette in 1, Malnar in 2, Rogers in 3, Alonso in 4, Humphreys in 5, Dubois in 6. Could be Dubois in lane 6 here. Some outside smoke at the top of your screen, and it is. Dubois takes it, followed by Malnar and Frechette. Hunter Dubois, your Heat 3 winner. Heat 4 in the water. Look at this, lanes 1 through 6, barely any separation here as they hit the flags, especially lanes 3 through 6. Who's going to take it? And it's McDonough. McDonough, Liu, and Geisler, 1, 2, and 3 there. Heat 5. You got to appreciate the 50 frees. They just absolutely fly. And then we have the 500. We may actually turn my partner's mic on for the 500 and let her communicate. I don't think she's too game for that, but we'll see. So Black takes first, followed by Bagdasarian and Hukkinen. We'll move up to heat number 6. Another tight race. No separation. Could be lane 1. We'll see. Who is it? It is lane 1. Deerling. Zoe Deerling from Gators takes heat 6. We'll move into heat number 7. Chloe Song in 1. Vuoltinaho in 2. Cute in 3. Card in 4. Brenner in 5. Wienert in 6. Vivian Weiner will be your Heat 7 winner. Move on to heat number 8. Ferreira in 1, Bullen in 2, Kraft in 3, Guevara in 4, Rapucci in 5, Neely in lane 6. Kraft takes it 26-71. Move on to heat number 9. McKibben in 1, Cartwright in 2, Daly in 3, Friedland in 4, Stepania in 5, and Holland in 6. Kendra Daly, welcome back. She's in the lead right now in lane 3. Daly or Holland, who's going to touch first? And it is Kendra Daly taking it. 25.89 for Daly. We'll move on to heat number 6. Excuse me, heat 10. Heat number 10, Wheeler in 1. Ackerman Valela in 2. Molson in 3. Farrell in 4. Abreu in 5. Hassani in lane 6. No Pelchat here in the 50 free. Very surprising. Pelchat, one of the top 50 freestylers. So Abreu takes it 25-20. Molson second. Ackerman Valela third. Akmeva in 1, Wertnan in 2, Pina in 3, Wizorik in 4, Zanolo in 5, Zayafith in 6. Looks like it's going to be Pina. And it will be Pina. 24.93, Wizorik second, Akmeva third. We're into the boys. Sheehan in 1, Walsh in 2, Chen in 3, Amin in 4, Ben Selim in lane 5. So we are rocking and rolling here toward the finish, folks. Chen will take our opening heat. Prey in 1, Hughes in 2, Wallace in 3, Curran in 4, Spurn in 5, Zhu in 6. Another tight race. No one really separating. Spurn takes it, though, 27.45 for Spurn. Move on to heat number 3. Gerhard in 1, Gong in 2, Mortimer in 3, Connor in 4, Leonard in 5, Jake Smith in lane 6. And it's Connor who takes it, 26.54. So Dane Connor, your Heat 3 winner. We'll move into Heat 4. Chiesa in 1, Bala Subramanian in 2, Clement in 3, Spurn in 4, McCarthy in 5. Lane 6 is open. My partner neglected to tell me, but it's okay. Thank God I'm on the ball and she's not. Only kidding, folks. Only kidding. She is spectacular. And so is Madsen Spurn. So the Spurn brothers go back-to-back here. Madsen Spurn takes it. Bowden actually took Heat 2. Madsen takes Heat 4. Now we're into Heat 5. Jack Kong in 1, Yang in 2, Coburn in 3, Chandaria in 4, Kornacki in 5, Casey in lane 6. Chandaria will take it from Crimson, 25-29 for Chandaria. It's your Heat 5 winner. Webby takes it from Gators, 24-90. So Taj Webby, your Heat 6 winner. We'll move into Heat number 7. Abramson in 1, Connors in 2. That's Ryan Connors. Parsegian in 3, Brendan Collins in 4, Breakin Shea in 5, Pierce Broush in lane 6. It was a great start by Parsegian. Connors now stroke for stroke. Who's it going to be? And it is Parsegian taking it 5/100ths ahead of Connors. Ara Parsegian, your Heat 7 winner. Ventry in lane 1, Ing in 2, Molson in 3, Kelly in 4, Campbell in 5, Smith in lane 6. Looks like it's Mateo Smith in lane 6 out to the early lead. And it will be Mateo Smith who takes it. 23-54 for Smith. Mateo Smith, your Heat 8 winner. We'll move on to Heat number 9. Ben Connors in 1. Ridavuth Che in 2, Ben Lee in 3, Nick Zerva in 4, Holden Brown in 5, Max LaRoche in lane 6. Ben Lee will wrap this one up. 23:07 for Lee. He's your Heat 9 winner. We'll move on to our 10th and final heat. Malinowski in 1, Bunt in 2, Misto in 3, Shea in 4, Dew in 5, Lopes in 6. This heat should be won by James Misto, and it will be. Misto amazingly builds almost a full body length lead, goes to 21.92, good for first. And ladies and gentlemen, this will bring us to event 75, which is a great number. It's the year before I was born, but it is also the final event of the afternoon. This session flew by. An amazing afternoon. We're into the 500s. This is the part where we need some things to talk about. We got to fill some time here, folks. Logan Prey in lane. So our first 3 lanes, which are lanes 2, 3, and 4, are all executive. So Logan Prey, Ashley Van Korbosch, and Brandon Tobin. So this is the mixed 500, just so you all know. So boys and girls swimming, co-mingling, co-ed, swimming together here. And this is where we'll enter the portion of the program where we will demand user and audience engagement, and we will talk about your favorite Valentine's Day candy. Always the best topic to talk about. I will start it off. We talked about this earlier. We talked about this earlier this morning, as my partner says her favorite Valentine's Day candy are cocktails. So I can't say I disagree with that. Champagne and cocktails. However, for me, my favorite Valentine's Day candy are those Russell Stover's boxes that are like shaped in a heart, and there's like 4 or 5 individual like candies in there. Oh, love them. Love the variety, just love it. So that should probably get a laugh and a chuckle out of many of you. So hop into the live chat and tell me what your favorite candy is for Valentine's Day, because we have a long way to go here, folks. 6 heats of the 500. On average, I'm saying we're going to go 6. Going to be going about 35 to 40 minutes. So that's my favorite Valentine's Day candy. What is yours? Emily Pelchat on the live chat. All right, Emily, the younger sister of Julia, the daughter of Elisa. Emily had a great morning session this morning in the 12 and under sessions. She says sweet tarts. Okay, I don't know if sweet tarts are on my list, but that's why everybody's different. Emily, appreciate you giving us some feedback there. Okay, so who's going to be second to comment on their favorite Valentine's Day candy? I'm dying to hear it. I'm dying to see it. Who is it? All right, Jen Parent checking in. Jen Parent says, yes, the Russell Stover caramel filled. And it's portion control. I can't be trusted with the big heart. Yes, Jen, I'm with you. I can't be trusted in general with candy or cookies. However, I would say if we went second favorite candy for Valentine's Day, it's the conversation hearts. I love them. I could eat a bag at once very easily. And then I would say third place, and this isn't really just a Valentine's Day candy, it's kind of just a candy overall, jelly beans. And I'm kind of particular. Brax is number one for me. Jelly Belly is a close number two. My partner seems to be, she must come from Mars because she doesn't like any of the candies that I talk about here. Melissa Hughes chimes in with dark chocolate truffles or anything fancy. Oh, Andrew Hughes, quite the Casanova. He always comes through with the excellent chocolate choices. All right. And, of course, Mr. Hughes, Andrew Hughes, Melissa's husband, Cormac and Fiona's dad. He's timing today for us here, one of our volunteers down here in lane 1. We've kind of lost track of the action here, so no disrespect to any of the swimmers. So Ashley Van Corbosch leading the way. She's on her 17th lap. Sweet Tart Hearts. Yeah, I'm with you there, Melissa. That's second. The Sweet Tart Hearts. Although they're not really sweet tarts, the ones I like the Conversation Hearts. There's the bell for Van Corbosch. I don't know if I'm saying Ashley's last name correctly. Van Corbosch or Van Corbach? Sandra Smith, Mateo Smith's mom checking in. Snickers bars and the Easter Cadbury eggs. But Sandra, you're cheating. We're not talking about Easter yet. This is Valentine's Day. Don't get ahead of us. As Van Corbach finishes up 6:04.44 for Ashley from Executive. So she takes it. She's had a great afternoon. Logan Prey will take second. With Tobin coming in third. So one down, 5 to go. This will be heat 2 of 6. Yeah, the Easter candy is probably out already. I mean, just like Christmas, I think, actually, let's wait till we get started here. This is heat number 2. Ara Parsegian in lane 1, Chloe Akambi in 2, George Lamb in 3, Aya Hassani in lane 4, Ava Wong in 5, and Edward Gauscher in lane 6. I believe this year, I think I was at Lowe's or Home Depot, which is a rare sighting in and of itself because I don't do any DIY. However, I was at one of these places, and I think Christmas decorations were out in October. So I think Thanksgiving hadn't even happened. I think maybe even Halloween hadn't happened yet. And Christmas was out. 40 trees, 50 Santas, 30 Rudolphs. That's basically when I put my tree up, very early. Okay, so I'm getting a pronunciation on Ashley. Ashley Van Korbach. There we go. Van Korbach. Thank you very much. Who was that? So, Elite Exmana. Thank you so much. I'm going to try and remember that for tomorrow. Korbach. I should be able to get that right. So this is a tough one as well, folks. With Ara Parsegian so far ahead of the field, we're going to do our best to Elisa's going to do her best to follow different groups of swimmers around. So we might not catch every touch or stroke of Parsegian swim, but we're going to try and we can watch the field on the far end, go to on camera 3 right now. There we go. It's a long afternoon. So once again, for everyone who joined us here this afternoon, thank you very much. For all of our returning subscribers, we appreciate it. Again, I'm going to say it one final time. Please subscribe to the Gator Swim Club Seekonk channel. If you don't know how to subscribe, ask your son or daughter, because they will help you. But when you go to YouTube and when you go to the Gator Swim Club Seekonk page, which you obviously found because you're watching the meet right now, on our page there is a red subscribe button. You hit that red subscribe button and voila. You're subscribed. It helps us. The subscription helps you is because when future meets come up that your son or daughter is in, you're going to get that notification when we go live. So you'll never forget it. So we appreciate the subscriptions. We need as many as possible. We're approaching 700. We're trying to get over 1,000. Once we get over 1,000, we can unlock some pretty cool YouTube features. So that would be fantastic. Yeah, I agree, Melissa. Melissa Yu says she saw some Valentine's hearts at CVS before Christmas. So, like, the seasons and the holidays are all muddled. They're all on top of each other. It's kind of a disaster. She can. And I just noticed this. So we have two swimmers. So in lanes 4 and 5. So that would be Aya Hassani and Ava Wong. Actually, no. And lane 2. So Chloe Akambi. They're all doing backstroke here. It's legal. It is freestyle. There's the bell for Parsegian. I'm sure there is a method to the madness. Get some backstroke distance in. Good conditioning. So Parsegian will take it here in lane 1. We're going to stay at the near end here. 5:11.90 for Parsegian. Okay, so we've been notified that in the next heat, somebody is doing a 500 breaststroke. So I don't know why. I'm not sure I understand. But it's okay. As you watch Lamb come in second. I'd say from a training perspective, it's actually pretty awesome. So Mia Tassani says the Cadbury chocolate mini eggs are the best. Yeah, those are dangerous, though. Mia, those are dangerous. You know as well as I do that you and I could both eat a full bag of those in one sitting very easily. You can't just grab a handful. So Ryan Connors here will be in lane 1. Sarah Pescott in lane 2, Ryan Vocchio in 3, Kevin Jiang in 4, Cormac Hughes in 5, and Russell Cutler in 6. And yes, in lane 4, Kevin Jiang is actually swimming the breaststroke. A very strong breaststroker. It's amazing. After the 50, he's in last right now, but he's hanging in there. Right, lap 2 out of 20. But those Cadbury mini eggs, whew, they are dangerous. My wife puts them in a little dish on the kitchen table, and they are gone with the quickness. You grab a handful, you say, all right, I'm only going to have 4 or 5, and then you walk away. You finish that last one, and you're like, oh, I need more. I got to go back. I can't help it. Mia, I know you're nodding your head in agreement with me somewhere out there. I don't know you, but by your comment, I'm pretty sure you're on my team here. Those are intoxicating. As I actually, it's funny, people give them to me. They know I like them. People bring me candy around Easter and all that stuff. I still have multiple bags of those. But the jelly beans, Brax jelly beans, oh, all-time favorite. Favorite. Every color, too. Black, white, red, purple, yellow, orange, red, green. All of them. Every single one of them, folks. Got to keep the audience captivated here. Ryan Connors leading the way. Ryan Connors leading the way in lane 1. So Connors still leading the way. It looks like it's lane 3, and that's Ryan Vocchio in second. Russell Cutler in third. So Mia, we were talking about Valentine's Day candy, but it kind of morphed into Easter. And before you know it, we're going to be talking about favorite Thanksgiving sides, of which stuffing is my favorite. Followed closely by canned cranberry sauce. Ocean Spray, canned cranberry sauce. Give it to me all day. Ocean Spray cranberry sauce. Oh, love it. Just pop that top, plop it into a jar, slice it up. Oh, fantastic. Is anyone with me on this? I think we talked about this around Thanksgiving to keep the conversation going. I know I'm not the only one that likes canned cranberry sauce. So Mia says Jelly Belly's our favorite. Yes. So here I'll give you my, and Ryan Connor's still in the lead here, folks. When Jelly Bellies first came out, I couldn't eat more than one flavor at once. So if it was buttered popcorn, which is one of my favorites, I would grab a handful and I would eat them and just savor that flavor. I've gotten to the point now where I just grab a handful, all different flavors, and throw them in. It's just a party. So Sandra Smith says, so gross. Sandra, you'll have to tell us what is so gross. We've talked about a lot here in the last 30 seconds. There's the bell for Ryan Connors in lane 1. So Connors leading the way. Am I? Whoa. Hello. We're back. Nope, I'm gone. I'm back. My audio. All right, I'm back. Had some audio issues there, slightly. So somebody from above knew and didn't like that cranberry sauce, and they turned me off. Connor's taking first, Vocchio second, Cutler third, Hughes fourth. We still have a couple more swimmers in the pool. Jiang still swimming his breaststroke. Pescod will take fifth. Jiang will be the last to finish. I believe he's on his last lap here. So Jiang will finish up here. We'll move on to Heat 4. We're lined up with Heat 4. All right, will everyone swim freestyle? Let's see. Yes. Yes, better chance of getting out quicker. Everyone's swimming freestyle here. Carmen Bunt in lane 1, Alexandra Akhmeva in 2, Ryan Kornacki in 3, Moritz Gerhard in 4, Sonia Mlakar in 5, Milo Vuoltinaho in lane 6. Let's see what Sandra said was so gross. The canned cranberry sauce. Sandra, you're not alone, trust me. I'm kind of a lone wolf in that regard with the cranberry sauce. But Sandra, do you know what that means? It means that next Thanksgiving, when you make your homemade cranberry sauce, I need to get a taste. I need a little side dish. Thank you. Please and thank you. Ryan Kornacki leading the way, followed by Gerhard and Akhmeva. Hey, the things we'll talk about to stay entertained and occupied here, right? My partner thinks I eat a lot of things in a can. I really don't, but So, Mia, what have you never tried before but you'll try soon? Canned cranberries?
Or Jelly Bellies all at one time.
I need to know what Mia is talking about here, because we've talked about so many different things. It's hard to keep track. Right. So let's see what Mia comes back with. So in our action at the pool, Ryan Kornacki remains in the lead. followed by Gerhard and Akhmeva. So again, this is the mixed 500. Kornacki remains. Oh, this is great, Sandra. Catalina makes the cranberry sauce, and Mateo peels the potatoes. I love it. Mateo, the potato peeler. Gotta love Mateo. Gotta love the Smith family. Father Jeff is here timing in lane 1, 2, 3, 4. Kornacki and Gerhard still 1 and 2. Akhmeva third. This my partner in crime here points out something pretty interesting, that usually for the distance events, such as the 500, you have to bring your own timer. And all of the parents of these 500 swimmers, you all lucked out because you didn't have to come in time, because the timers are, because it's part of the regular session. The kids are doing great. So Mia says, how are the kids doing? So the kids in the pool, they're doing great. Ryan Kornacki still leads the way. He's followed closely by Gerhardt. Akhmeva running in second. I believe those are the kids you may be asking about. So third place is Akhmeva. It looks like Milo Vuoltinaho in lane 6 is running in third. Sonia Mlakar running in fourth. Excuse me, that's fourth. Mlakar fifth, and Carmen Bunt running sixth. So there's the bell for Kornacki. So we will be done early here tonight, folks. Again, same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow afternoon for day 2. So Kornacki and Gerhard have been battling this whole race, never really extending the lead more than a second and a half, and that's the way it ends. Kornacki takes first, 5:12.33. Gerhard second, 5:13.82. So a second and a half. Alexandra Akhmeva will take third, 5:28.80. So a great race by Kornacki. He was able to hold off Gerhard as we move into heat number 5 of 6. 10 minutes ago, folks. Let's see if everyone's swimming freestyle, and they are. Luke Abramson from Crimson in lane 1. Ava Wertnen from Gators in 2. She's a Boston College commit. Eddie Barnes from Executive Swim Club in lane 3. Courtney Bogosian from Gators in 4. Anna Zanolo from Gators in 5. And Ruby Groves from Gators in lane 6. Mia says, what time is the meet tomorrow? My kids won't tell me. So it's the same time as today. So tomorrow we will be starting at 2:20? 2:25 is the afternoon session start. 8:50 is the morning start for the 12 and unders. So 12 and unders, 8:50. 13 and overs, 2:25. Mia, it sounds like the inmates are running the asylum over there. I don't know. Hey, we're just trying to have a good time here. Eddie Barnes, the lone executive swimmer in the pool, has built up an early lead in lane 3. Barnes remains in the lead, 157.98. Bogosian 5 seconds off him. So Barnes, the top male swimmer, Bogosian, the top female right now in the pool.
Maybe it's time to break out your hearts and start.
You have them in the bag. I know. My partner did give me and bring a bag of conversation hearts. I'm going to spare you all opening the bag and reading all of the hearts, messages, and chewing. Nobody wants to hear chewing on the microphone. Oh, I know. Everyone must be getting sick of me. Barnes remains in the lead. We're at the 300-yard mark, so 200 more yards for Barnes. Eddie Barnes, 14 years old from executive, came in with a 5:17.42. Courtney Bogosian remains the top female right now. She came in with a 5:18.06. Radio silence. We've had a little radio silence here, folks. I'm trying to let it breathe, as they say in the broadcasting world. Let it breathe. Barnes continues to lead the way, followed by Bogosian. You're seeing, oh, that was Ava Wertnen about to make her turn, but we've moved on to the middle of the pool. Very tough to figure out what's going on here and who to follow, but Barnes leads the way. There's the bell. We'll stick with Barnes for his finish. Eddie Barnes deserves the follow here. He's had a great 500. Came in with a 5:17.42. He will surely beat that time. And he does, 5:03.62. So Barnes, your top finisher from the male perspective. Courtney Bogosian will come in touch from the female side. Bogosian goes a 5:17.20. which is a time drop for her. Abramson takes third, Groves fourth, Zanolo fifth, and Ava Wertnen will take sixth. I think a lot of these swimmers have kind of used this 500 as just kind of a stretch out, warm down type of. I don't think this race will be kind of a take it easy race. So this is our final event of the afternoon here, folks. And boy, do we have a good one. All Gators, Damian Figued Kosarev in lane 1, Nick Kavik in lane 2, Mateo Smith in lane 3, Keith Hartman in 4, Kai Shinkyo in lane 5, and Jack Eady in lane 6. Yep, so we got all sorts of We got Nick Kavik's mom watching here in person. We got Jack Eady's mom, the Clemson Tiger, watching from home. We got Sandra Smith, Mateo's mom, watching. I'm sure Damian Figet Kosarev's mom, Carol, is watching from home. Neil Hartman, I'm sure, is dialed in watching Keith swim here. And I'm sure the parents of Kai Shinkyo are here as well. So good racing so far. Mateo Smith leading the way very early. We're at the 100-yard mark. Smith is in the middle of the pool in lane 3. The one thing we can be guaranteed here is a Gator will win this heat. There are all Gators in the pool. Not Florida Gators. Although Keith Harmon is in the pool with the connection to the Florida Gators. Keith's dad, Fred, a University of Florida grad. So Mateo Smith still leading the way. Keep an eye on Kavik, though. He's in lane 2. He's been nipping at the heels of Smith all the way along here. We're at the 200-yard mark, so still plenty of time to go. Shinkyo is in 3rd. This thing could still go a number of different ways with 300 yards left. Now we have friend of the program, Zach Dauphin, checking in. The mini Dauphinator. Zach used to be a member of Gators, now a very accomplished track and cross-country star. Big hi to the Dauphin family, Mike and Michelle Dauphin as well. Both used to be swim officials. Miss seeing them on deck. I'm sure they miss being on deck. Not. Oh, Mateo Smith. Raku Shinkyo is in the house on the live chat. Go Gators, go Kai. So it's Smith, Kavik, and Shinkyo, 1, 2, and 3 right now. I lost track of where we were. We're about a little over halfway. So I think we're coming in for 350 or 400. I think we're coming in for 400. So we're coming in for 350. All right, I was close. No change in the lead here. Smith, Kavik, Shinkyo. Smith maintaining his lead, actually building it up a little bit over Kavik. Kavik now 2.5 seconds behind. Shinkyo a little over 4 seconds behind. So here comes Shinkyo. It's the bell lap for Smith, and here comes Shinkyo at the end. He's almost caught up to Kavik, a half a second behind. Smith, Kavik, Shinkyo. Kavik and Shinkyo, both back half swimmers. So I think our finish is going to be what it's been this whole race. Smith takes first. Oh, here we go here. Here comes Shinkyo. So Shinkyo and Kavik battling here. Mateo Smith takes first. Who gets second is Shinkyo, out-touching Kavik. 0.2 of a second. So what an exciting finish to our afternoon session here. Mateo Smith takes first. Kai Shinkyo second. Nick Kavik third. All right, the Somerset track team is watching Nick's race. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, Zach. Get everybody following and subscribing. Folks, it's been my pleasure to bring you all of this action here this afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon, 2:25. We'll be back tomorrow morning for the 12 and unders at 8:50. On behalf of Elisa Pelchat, I am Jeremy Abreu. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Go Patriots.